Good evening, everybody. Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is January 20th, 2025. Oh, Lord Jesus, we're still here. But there is a lot of things that we need to see here, and a lot of things that are still being revealed. So I want to go over a couple things here over the last few days. I've talked to you about Murder by Numbers, the 83rd anniversary of the Final Solution. And I talked to you about January 20th being the Final Solution, the beginning of the reign of the Great Tribulation, the extermination of the Christians. And then I put out this video called 666 Coming, starting Tuesday, January 21st. 2025, where they have all of their plans to round up the illegal immigrants, which I shared in this video, that I believe that this immigration push, the immigration raids, are going to be used as a pretext to begin the roundup of all Christians and everybody who has not fallen in line with the protocols of the V. And I shared with you over the last few days how Bill Gates said that the V was the final solution. Okay, well, now Donald Trump has been sworn in, and today a couple of things happened. I'm sure that many other things happened as well that I could point out, but for right now I want to point out two things. You probably all know this, but I want to do this for sake of documentation together with everything else that I've shown you about the Final Solution. The first thing I want to show you is that Donald Trump was sworn in today without putting his hand on the Bible. And the second thing is that Elon Musk did a Nazi salute, okay, at the inauguration activities. And so, I mean, we're talking about the Final Solution, and Donald Trump was sworn in without placing his hand on the Bible, and Elon Musk did the Nazi salute. So all of this is going to mean a lot more, since I was talking to you ahead of time about the connections to Nazi Germany and the Final Solution. So open your eyes and see what is really happening. The great deception is upon us. Do not trust in man. Now, before I share this video, I want you to see that this is Forbes. Okay, this is a major news network, and they are bringing it to our attention that, watch, Donald Trump doesn't place his hand on the Bible while taking the oath of office. Okay, so this is mainstream media showing us the truth that Donald Trump took the oath of office without placing his hand on the Bible.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Justice Roberts to administer the presidential oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States
the office of President of the United States,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Okay, now I want to show you the Elon Musk Nazi-style salute, and just showing you that across the board here, the Telegraph, PBS NewsHour, the Mirror, okay, they're all calling it as it is. Elon Musk makes Nazi-style salute at Donald Trump's inauguration parade. Elon Musk appears to give fascist salute during Trump inauguration celebration. Elon Musk mimics Nazi salute during Trump's inauguration.
You know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, important. Some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. Thank you.
Okay, now I want to talk to you about Donald Trump on January 21st, tomorrow, as we shared, 666 coming starting Tuesday, January 21st, 2025, and they have this plan to start all of the immigration raids, which I said they're going to use immigration as a front for a general roundup of all Christians, and that what they're going to begin here in the United States, maybe starting tomorrow, is soon going to be worldwide, just as the V started in the United States and then went worldwide. Okay, so everything begins and ends in the United States. This is the great Babylon, out of which all of the nations of the world have been corrupted. Okay, so I want to share some things with you right now that were sent to me by the branch. Thank you, brother. He did tell me that a lot of this, he tried to do a video, and his video was scrubbed. He was not allowed to share the video with this information. So I'm not necessarily going to go into all the information he sent, but there's a number of pieces of information that I want to share with you. And the first thing I want to talk about is January 21st, 2025. We know that when Donald Trump was inaugurated the first time, he was 70 years, 7 months, and 7 days. Now it's 8 years later, so he's 78 years, 7 months, and 7 days. But the number of days, okay, on January 21st is 28,711 days. All right. 28,711 days. Now, Donald Trump confused 9/11 with 7/11, and tomorrow, his first day in office, there's a connection to 7/11. So we need to pay attention to what may be happening. Okay, and there's been a lot of people putting information together about the 121 code connected to Back to the Future, the 121 gigabytes, okay, 121 gigawatts connected to Back to the Future. And beyond the 121 gigawatts that we see here, if we go to the first date shown on the time machine, time is the October 26th. Okay, October 26, 1985. And when this baby hits 88 miles an hour, all right, then you have the 121 gigawatts. So you go from October 26th to January 21st. It's 88 days. Okay, so Donald Trump is 28,711 days tomorrow. Okay, so I wanted to investigate a little bit about this 28,711. And here in newjerusalem.org, we're going to see that 28,711 is a prime number. Okay, it's prime number 3128. Okay, prime number 3128. If we go Strong's 3128, we're going to see that this is connected to the silent dove of distant places. 3128, the silent dove of distant places. Okay, now Donald Trump, one of his most famous pictures that he has signed is Donald Trump with the dove. And if we go through the articles, just put in Donald Trump dove. Donald Trump, dove thug for life. Is Donald Trump a foreign policy dove? Donald Trump with halo and white dove. Would Trump 2.0 be a hawk or a dove? Trump the dove or Trump the neocon? Okay, it goes on, but here we have one of his most famous photographs of him with the dove. Okay, so this prime number, his age on January 21st, connecting us to 7/11, connecting us to prime number 3128, 3128 connecting us with the silent dove of distant places. But then we go into this this number 28711. If we look it up in the Bible, verse number of the Bible 28711, 1 Corinthians 14:32, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. If we go to the 28th book, the 7th chapter, and the 11th verse, the 28th book, 7th chapter, 11th verse, which corresponds to Hosea 7:11. Look at this. Ephraim is also like a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria. So the prime number 28,711 connects us with 3128, which is the silent dove of distant places. This phrase is a combination of three Hebrew words, meaning dove, meaning silence or mute, meaning far off or distant. 28,711 Hosea 7:11, Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt and they go to Assyria. Dove, connected to Donald Trump. Okay, if we look up meaning of dove in the Bible, the dove symbolizes new beginnings. The dove is a symbol of new beginnings, new possibilities, and new creation. For example, in Genesis 6 through 9, Noah sends a dove out from the ark to see if there is dry land. The dove returns with an olive branch, which is a sign of new beginnings. It's also the sign of peace. The dove is a symbol of the Holy Spirit, which descended on Jesus during his baptism. The dove is a symbol of peace. For example, the dove was a harbinger of peace to Noah. The dove is a symbol of purity. In the Bible, Jonah was a prophet from Israel who was sent to warn the people of Nineveh of their impending doom. The name Jonah means dove. The story of Jonah is told in the book of Jonah in the Old Testament. The final eclipse over America went through 7 Ninevehs. The name Jonah means dove. Another thing about this number 28711, the digits 28711 are found at the 82,422nd digit of pi. So when you look this up in pi, where these numbers are together, the 3 numbers preceding it are 276, which could be 726 for rapture, and then following it is 040, which means judgment and testing. 40. So rapture and great tribulation connected to the number 28711.
I think what I want to do is I want to talk just for a second. I wrote this out, and it's very close to my heart because I was down there, and I watch our police and our firemen down on 7-Eleven, down at the World Trade Center right after it came down, and I saw the greatest people I've ever seen in action.
Now, one channel that is looking at Rapture 121 is Raw Repent channel, and he's got a lot of information here connecting 444, 88, 121, the last day on earth, January 21st. One other thing that came to mind is when we were watching the Notre Dame reopening ceremony, okay, we were watching the Notre Dame reopening ceremony, and they were going to be reading Psalm 121. Okay, Psalm 121. And we focused on this. I was looking into this because what they show as Psalm 121 was actually Psalm 122. So I looked it up and I brought attention to this. But as they were opening the doors, Psalm 121, okay, was read. Could also be another way that they're pointing to January 21st. Psalm 121.
Psalm 121. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even for evermore.